Oh, there he is. Look at him. Hiding from his own show.
Yeah. Nope. Hiding from everybody. I just was taking a power nap.
I thought you usually nap around noon.
Oh, yeah. No, I usually do. I mean, this was a power nap on top of my nap.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sometimes I just need an extra nap before a big game like this.
All right. Tell us why.
Well, I would probably say it's because I got a big matchup like tonight and everything's more intense, you know? Mm-hmm. So it's like my body shuts down, but in a good way. You know, it knows a battle's
Don't forget about our next fan giveaway game where all attendees will receive a Timberwolves mascot mini flag. Come to the game, bring the fans, and get a Timberwolves mascot mini flag. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and infinite free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Timberwolves along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our Clip Relations team will respond immediately.
The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And now, Dallas' starting group. Thompson and Flagg fill out the wings. Chris Middleton is out there with Derek Lively, and it's Irving in at the point. And for Minnesota, Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Back-to-backs are one of the season's unique challenges, Legs, the second game in particular.
Yes, stamina plays a real factor in those back-to-backs, and the challenge is mental and physical. Who can push through the fatigue and find a way to get it done?
Totally a mindset, isn't it?
No excuses.
Irving for three. Buries it from three.
Yeah, Irving stretching out the defense and showing us that signature range.
Randall outside. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Lets the three fly. And it's Flagg with a rebound. Pass to Irving. Beyond the arc. Another three for Dallas.
And Irving showing you his versatility. You can play him on or off the ball.
Now McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
That one misses.
For his career, Gobert's field goal percentage is in the same ballpark as his free throw percentage.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. And Tim, last made, Dallas with a 1.8% chance to win the lottery. But it happened.
Incredibly, it ends up with the arrival of Cooper Flagg, which appeases a Mavs fan base that was just about in open revolt. So there's hope both now.
He's checked in for Minnesota. Dallas also making some changes. MP's checked in for Lively. Bagley comes in for Middleton. And Williams is subbed in for Klay Thompson. Timberwolves trail by 7. And MP recently made a statement that on any given night, he's hyper-focused on beating his primary matchup. Sounds like he's got something to prove.
Well, MP's goal of winning his individual matchups might have actually motivated the opposition because so far it hasn't gone according to plan. He knows he needs to be better in order to stay true to his word and for his team to be successful.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
The execution has been better lately. Do they have enough energy to pull it off?
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Pass to Flagg from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Minnesota. This game against Dallas here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Here's Gobert from downtown, and Conley gets it to go. The assist by Gobert.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
A nice shot by MP. Smith's got his second basket.
Over the course of his career, being able to consistently score on the inside will pay off big for MP.
They double him with MP. Foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. And Minnesota with some changes. Shannon's checked in for McDaniels. And Clark is subbed in for DiVincenzo. Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. Christie comes in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Randall. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Here's MP. That one goes. Count it. MP's got 6 points.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
Pass to Smith. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Conley. Inside, here's Randle. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for Minnesota. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. MP is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's Williams, then it's Flagg, and it's Marshall in at small forward. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Back to you.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Can't cash it in from close range. And it's rejected. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Pass to Conley. Reed against MP. Reed, good.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Some changes for Minnesota. Julius Randle's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Phillips. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Irving's checked in for Dallas. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'd love to hear it. All right, Shams, thank you for the report.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
Timberwolves trail by 4. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Clark. The 3, Randle. Here's Gobert. Using the size. Gobert.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Down low. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Randle draws the double. Pass to McDaniels. From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Count that one. Flag's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, once Flag gets the ball in there, it's pretty much a done deal.
Now here's Gobert. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got assist number 7 tonight. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. End of quarter heaves don't count toward a player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle. Comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Mavericks on top, they lead by a bucket. And will step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome. And we're going to take a moment to talk about something. I've been seeing Shaq's face everywhere lately. Kenny, do you think it's fair to say? And now let's discuss that first half. The Mavs in a tight one.
Contributions from their bench.
Glad you could join us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. One of the stories here, Julius Randle. Changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Julius Randle. And Conley subbed in for Dosunmu. Dallas also making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Lively. Bagley comes in for Chris Middleton. And Williams is subbed in for Thompson. Back to Reed. To the paint. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Reed. Gobert's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
We've got Naz Reid, Mike Conley out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Well, great to see Kyrie Irving back on the court and producing, Tim.
Yeah, with that ACL tear coming late in the season, it really set him back. The game is just better with Kyrie in action, making highlights on a nightly basis.
Mavericks trail by 5. Has to Flag. Outside Bagley. Here's Flag. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Anderson's checked in for Gobert. And Dallas also making a switch. Marshall's checked in. Minnesota leading by 5. Now Conley. He's got 6. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Offline with a 3.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Reid passes to Anderson. Reid, a screen on Irving. From deep, Conley. And it's Bagley with a rebound. And here is Williams. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for Minnesota. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the court right now for Dallas. They've got MP. Marvin Bagley is out there with Najee Marshall. And it's Williams. And it's Flag in at the 2. Pass to Anderson. And here's Ingles. The 3, Conley. That shot is off.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
Williams passes to Smith. Back to Williams. Bagley, a screen on Anderson. Just 4 to shoot. Connects from downtown. And now it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
From deep, Conley drops in the 3.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Anderson. Shannon comes in for Ingles. And Dallas also making a switch. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Bagley. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Timberwolves provided some information. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Nobody wants an injury, especially this early in the season, but the good news, he's been cleared by the training staff to play through it. Guys?
Thanks as always, Allie. Appreciate the report.
Unfortunately, that's not a walk-it-off type of situation. That's just tough. You know, it didn't look good when we saw him go down.
Conley against Irving. Now Randall. Conley looking for an opening. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Smith.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And that's in.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels, he's checked. Checked in for the Mavericks. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Stolen by MP. And here's the fast break. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. It's an even 3-on-3 break. DiVincenzo. Oh, can't hit the jumper. Dallas leading by 6. Here's Irving. Fires the 3. And he nails it.
A huge part of Kyrie's game. He's so good at capitalizing from outside.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Now Randall. It's cleared away by Thompson.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
What an aggressive slam by Middleton. Oh, my. I mean, I like when he uses his athleticism like this.
Here's Randall. Shot from 12, and that basket is good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Now Smith. MP getting it done inside.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
McDaniels, the 3 is off. And so MP will bring it up for the Mavs.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Mavericks.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way. Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Yes, sir! Count it!
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
That's what he wanted! And so it's Dallas with it. 11-point game. MP! It's blocked by Gobert.
And that is why Rudy's won all those Defensive Player of the Year awards. It feels like he's everywhere on D.
Banks it home. Big shot. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the...
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight. Hope your team get the victory. Is this something you guys can build on?
Yeah, it's all about reps. A good night scoring gives you confidence going into the next game. A win like this gives the team confidence going into the game after. Keep stacking those wins up, and you've got an all-NBA scorer and a championship contender. That's a good situation to be in, and I like that we're here right now.
Great. Thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, always a...
Over to you, B.A.
Thanks, Dom. Thank you.
All right, I gotta ask, what hurts more, your ankle or your pride?
Oh, let's see.
See ya, MP.
Hi, MP. I'm Tess. Welcome to the Gatorade training facility.
Nice to meet you, Tess. Hey, I want you to know I've been rocking with Gatorade since day one. So, I appreciate you having me here.
The pleasure is all ours. Everything we do here at Gatorade is in service to athletes like yourself. Our dedication to science helps us understand athletes' needs, and we believe your best performance will always be driven from the inside. We've designed all this with the help of the Gatorade Sports Science Institute.
Yeah, I've heard all about that. High-tech stuff.
might take home one of the 2 trips from here. I don't know. I was thinking. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and to be free. The National Basketball Association.
At power forward, 6 feet 7 inches.
GAF heard coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on
with a whole new group out there. And a new group in for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Josh Hart. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson.
and already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Bridges misses. To the paint, here's Smith. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, it's just not a lot the defense can do.
For New York, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
This is a guy who will happily go to the line if that's what the defense wants to give him.
And so it's the New York Knicks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Knicks here, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Jose Alvarado. He's out there with Miles McBride. Mikal Bridges out there with Robinson. And it's Akporti in at the 4 slot. And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. Taking a look at New York. They ascend up the lists to number 3 with some spirited play.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bagley. Klay Thompson comes in for Max Christie. And Irving subbed in for Williams. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Looking now at some numbers for Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for the Knicks. The Knicks leading by 16. Tipped away. MP with it. Robinson picks him up. And Marshall kicks to Thompson. Shot's good. Marshall making the play.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
McBride passes to Robinson. New York moving the ball around. And McBride gets it to go. McBride's got 8.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Irving. 8th in free throw shooting. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Marshall. And a switcher also for New York. Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for Miles McBride.
Guys, I don't see how you can't be excited about the future for MP. This guy's got a great head on his shoulders. His first focus is winning, and you don't see that often from a young man this age.
Pass to Towns. Bridges kicks to Towns. From outside, off the mark. Evans trailed by 14. Smith finds Middleton. Back to MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. At one point, they led by 16. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Irving. Bridges, no one around him. Off target from outside. Dallas has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And finished off by Lively.
This is why you let Lively go to work inside. Such an exceptional athlete.
Here's Robinson, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Substitution on the court.
1:07 left in the first half. Good work there as it goes. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And a wide open look for Flag. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Now just a 3-point Knicks lead. Here's Brunson. 23 points his last outing. Bridges outside. There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Brunson against Irving. Towns wide open. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists in the game. Middleton outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Knicks leading by 6. Brunson with it. He's got 13.
Dallas foul.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And both free throws good for Brunson. 6 seconds left to play here in the half. Goes up on the wing and Flagg with the basket on the assist by Irving. And that's now 9 points for Cooper Flagg. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
From your pocket line.
Welcome, everybody. It may be early on.
Check it out, New York. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Mavericks. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been... Checked in for Dallas. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Chris Middleton is out there with Smith, and it's Irving in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, so admired by his head coach. And Jason Kidd said Kai is a special dude. He wants to be coached, to understand the game at the highest level, and to be pushed to the highest level. What's more, I don't think he's afraid of failing. Kevin, back to you.
Great mentality. Allie LaForce with that report. Great job as always, Allie. Thanks. Dallas moving the ball around. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Knicks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years, loading up for a title run, and they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges, and of course you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit, will they?
Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Brunson carving out space inside.
Folks, look out, because Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Pass to Flagg. And on the way from Irving for 3. The three-pointer's right on target. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Mavs. 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pass to MP. Middleton outside. Now Thompson. Now MP. Here's flag, and the officials call it for a 3-second violation.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
A different look for Dallas. Bagley, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Marshall comes in for flag, and it's Williams in for Thompson. The Knicks also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Miles McBride comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jose Alvarado in for Jalen Brunson.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, we've got Miles McBride. OG Anunoby is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Alvarado in at the point. For three, McBride's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 3. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Towns a screen on Irving. They double him with MP. McBride with the ball. Picked up by Bagley. And Robinson is right there.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
MP converting the top bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Dallas making a switch here. Lively's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Smith, no luck.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest. Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. To tie it up. He drills the three.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas. Williams outside. Here's Irving. Jacks up a three. And down goes the three.
Boy, hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
A different look for Dallas. So post game sees Dallas taking this. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won.
I'm here with one of the victors. MP, you were looking for your teammates tonight, and they delivered.
Hey, basketball 101, right? Find the open man.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much.
Well, visit our tickets or website to learn about available tickets. Tickets are still available for the next game, so purchase your tickets today. Visit the ticket counter for available games or sign up for Mavericks season tickets today. Hey, Mavs fans, we hope to see you there at the Mavericks Mascot T-shirt Day. We're handing out Mavs shirts to all our fans in Philly. Please show your Mavs pride. The National Basketball Association and the Dallas Mavericks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, hindering the court during play. Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Thank you.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. Taking a look at Dallas. How about their performance so far in the NBA Cup? 2-0 and a huge opportunity here at home.
Yeah, they're in a good position, but a win tonight puts them into a great position. 3-0 probably means you're into the next round. Everything to play for here at home.
And now talking about how things are going for New Orleans. After splitting the first 2 games of the NBA Cup, they come into this one seeking a much-needed win on the road.
Yeah, and it won't be easy, but I think they're up for the challenge. They know they have to bring their A game here tonight.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. Sadiq Bey out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Back to Irving. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
A fierce competitor. Kyrie wanting to answer with the 3.
Pelicans trail by 11. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Herb Jones, Fears out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Yves Missi, and it's Queen in at the power forward position. Fears shot is off. Dallas leading by 9. Pass to Williams. To the middle. Here's Smith. Nice job by MP converting in tight.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
Jones from outside. Christie with a rebound. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Bagley, and makes it with the kiss. Bagley's got 7 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Fears shot is off. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Marshall outside to the inside. Smith no good. Pelicans trail by 13. On the wing, Jones. Back to Poole. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Inside. Christie passes to Williams. On the wing, Christie. 4-3. Pure from three-point range. Christie's got his second bucket of the night.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to Jones. They need this. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
So for Dallas, Chris Middleton's checked in for Bagley. Klay Thompson comes in for Christie. And Irving is subbed in for Williams. And then for New Orleans, Williamson's checked in for Messi. Bay comes in for Jones. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Poole. And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to
Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. A minute 50 left in the first half of basketball. Bay outside. Now Murray. He's got 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jordan. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, Murray's got a great feel of when to let that pass go in the pick and roll.
1:24 left to play in the second quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, my game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy. Back to you.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. All right, thank you, Allie. Pass to Murray. For 3. They grab their own miss. The 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Jordan's got 4 points this quarter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Flag. Now Smith. Covered by Jordan. A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Williamson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Williamson hits them both.
And you look at Zion. His combination of size, speed, and strength can be extremely difficult for a defense to have to deal with.
Irving finds MP. Down low. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. 8 points for MP.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Come one.
Gotta get their dry cleaning done and pack up the suits because this is a business trip.
Yeah, they want to show what kind of team they are on the road. It's very different.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Mavericks. And that is going to do it for us.
And after a very lopsided first half. Dallas making a change here. MP's checked in. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pelicans trail by 19. Thompson and Flag fill out the wings. Chris Middleton is out there with Smith. And it's Irving in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And it's a bonus whenever Jordan gets cooking. He's feeling it and showing no signs of slowing down.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class. But quietly, some scouts voiced some early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
To the paint. Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Middleton passes to Smith. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Queen. Bay outside. Six on the shot clock. From the arc. Fires the 3. And Trey Murphy gets a 3. He has 6.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Down low. Here's MP. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Right wing. Pass to Fears. From deep. The shot no good. Dallas leading by 11. MP finds Bagley. Outside Irving. Now Bagley. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Marshall with the bucket.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Jones, the pass to Queen. Here's Fears. With the 10-footer. And he hits the jump shot. Here's Irving from deep three-point line. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Look at that!
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember.
Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Jordan Poole out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Martin, he's checked in for Dallas.
You know, Zion doesn't get enough credit for how he shares the ball. He is a really good passer.
Smith finds Irving. Now here's Martin. There's a screen by Marshall. Fires for 3. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pelicans trail by 18. To the wing, right side. Pass to Fears. Poole outside. Here's Fears. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Williams has got 4 rebounds now.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
That one drops for him. 14 points for MP.
You just can't give up looks that close to the rim.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Bucket is good!
Yeah, Fears really came into the league with above-average vision.
A big group substitute. Bagley. Jones rips down the board.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Mavericks.
It's impressive how the reserve players stepped up and delivered in this one.
They didn't just help out. They made a big impact and really secured the win for their team.
And this win will give them 12 on the year thus far.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
Here's New Orleans. They trail by 18. From deep. Another shot. And he racks up 2. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Down it goes!
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So Dallas takes this one by a big margin. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
Now over to Dominic Hamel.
You had a great time. We'll see you again very soon. Peace.
Thanks, guys. A solid win for MP and company and a true team effort. With you spreading the ball around as part of a balanced attack. What did it feel like out there for you?
Yeah, Coach tells us all that.
Brian, back to you.
Great stuff there, Dominic. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you.